A former Atlanta Falcons coach is in the hospital this morning after being injured in a bicycle crash. Greg Knapp, who is now on the staff of the New York Jets, is reportedly in critical condition after the accident in California over the weekend. Knapp was an assistant coach for the Falcons from 2004 to 2006 and from 2018 until earlier this year.